What's up, listeners? LeBron James stole my funny juice for Space Jam 2. He said, "Hey man, just hold this basketball." And I was like, "Yeah, cool. Love you, LeBron James. You did great in the Heat. Love you." And he just sapped it out of me. So no funny from me today or ever. Oops.
Oops.
LeBron James is actually an alien. He's one of the aliens from Space Jam. Actually, he's a betrayer. Michael Jordan is gonna come back in Space Jam 2 to defeat LeBron James from his tyrannical reign.
Yeah, his tyrannical basketball reign.
Michael Jordan's gonna come up and be like, "You're too good at basketball." And LeBron James is gonna be like, "I know."
I know. Dude, can you imagine time skip Michael Jordan?
Dude, they could just CGI Michael Jordan like from
Space Jam
how they
1?
did with, yeah, like they did with Leia for that movie.
Yeah.
The one.
The one.
Except it was number 8, but the one.
Yeah, the one.
Yeah, we're not a Star Wars nor a Space Jam podcast, nor nothing to do with the sky above us. We are a Paramecia Fancast, a One Piece fancast, where we review the latest chapter of One Piece and have a relevant discussion every single week. My name is Franz.
And my name is A. John.
Y'all, it's been a week.
It's been a week.
LeBron James stole my funny juice, but he was like, "Man, I kind of feel bad about that." So he gave me some not Michael's Secret stuff. That's not okay. That's not safe for ingestion. He gave me I almost said funny juice. I almost killed my own bit.
He gave me my funny juice back.
He gave me the loopy juice.
He gave me Luffy juice.
Oh my god. I have like big Luffy with his body stuck underwater energy right now. I'm being held up by the neck.
Yeah, I'm being held up by the neck, and I'm underwater attempting to break the stone around your feet, but these kind of really racist fishmen just keep attacking me.
Oh man. We're doing chapter 954, Like a Dragon Growing Wings. And holy fuck.
Yeah, I did not expect Oda to go as ham as he did.
Like, even outside of the chapter, this past week, we've gotten a little, too much information, more than I know what to do with.
Yeah, it's everything about this chapter. I was like, oh my god! Like, there was never a point where there was it felt like there was a lull. There's always just setup. This
just story beat.
Yeah,
story beat. It was crazy.
All of this setup is making me. I'm like, oh shit! Like, dude, I don't think he was lying when he said this is gonna be bigger than Marineford. Like, this is I'm starting to think that's not a lie.
Somebody's gonna die.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that he might have undersold how hype it was gonna be.
Right. I think he did the right choice of just pulling us away from Mary Joie and Reverie.
Yeah.
Because, this shit is popping off far more than... Well, Reverie's still pretty exciting.
Yeah,
but
and we're going back to Reverie, which is the wild thing. He confirmed, he's like, yeah, during Wano at some point, we're gonna cut back to Reverie. And I'm like, dude, you're fucking mad, man.
It's gonna be some kind of... I don't watch movies, so if I bum up this... if I fuck up this reference, don't at me. But it's like a Clockwork Orange ? Where your eyelids are taped up.
Yeah, and they make you watch all the screens.
Yeah, so it's if that, but you're watching one screen and you're like, holy shit, and they rip you away and add another screen and you're like, oh, holy shit.
Oh my god.
It's fucking nuts.
Dude, yeah, it's been wild. Even just the cover story, like I was like, okay, we're gonna go back to Thriller Bark, but like it didn't hit me until I read this week's cover story. I'm like, wait a minute, like you'd have to go through Fishman Island or cross over the Red Line to get to back to Thriller Bark. How are they gonna do that? And they answer it. It says, short term, blah blah blah. Gang beige is all my family. Volume 5, all this hullabaloo over Reverie is making it too hard to cross the Red Line. And they're at the Red Line, and all these Navy ships are just fucking shooting at them. And their ship is currently turned around and heading away from the Red Line.
I mean, do you blame them? Like, what the fuck else are they gonna do? What did they think they were gonna do?
I really like... I like the idea that, like, as they were getting closer, everybody on the ship was like, beige, like, I think Reverie's going on. You see all those ships, like, we might not be able to cross. Like, we're probably going to turn around. They're going to start firing on us. And I would like to believe that Vito and Beige were like, nah, I don't think so. I don't think they'll shoot at us.
Why would they think we're pirates? I mean, my ship says, I heart my family. Like... I mean, it has my name there. Yeah, okay, but it could be another beige. You know?
Yeah. Wow, what do these bozos got against family, eh?
Also, fucking sue me, man. I'm a walking here.
Hey, I'm a walking here. I love my family.
It's fucking... where could they go from now?
I have no idea. Because I mean, this is just an assumption, but I assume that the way they got into the New World was climbing over the Red Line the first time, because they had the tank ship that was, like, all-terrain.
Oh, yeah.
So I assume that that's the way, like, that's how they got over. But this time, like, shit, are they going to go through? I mean, to get back, they would have to go through Fishman Island.
Yeah. There's really no choice. So that'd be really interesting to see, because then we'll get to see, like, Luffy territory Fishman Island.
Ooh, not even that. I mean, we'll hopefully get to see that too, but I'm thinking maybe we'll get to see Aladdin in them again. Like, maybe we'll get to see that, like, they escaped, and then that'll be like, oh shit, all right, Jinbei's coming.
And then be like, Jinbei? Jinbei? Where's the Jinbei?
Someone says any word in One Piece that starts with a J, and tearing my computer screen apart. Jinbei?
Where's he at? Jimbo?
Jimbo, is that you?
Oh, getting into the chapter, we're kind of where we, like, left off from last chapter in the Ringo province, and here we are 7 days before the raid. The samurai have successfully obtained a large number of swords. I wonder why.
Yeah, I wonder how and why.
And Kawamatsu is in it. It's a little bit of an argument.
Yeah, Kawamatsu is just staring at Zoro, and he's like, this fucking guy.
You are giving your sword to this sack of shit.
Basically. The sword that your father, Lord Odin, left for you. Like, I do not approve, Lady Hiyori. And then, like, it's funny because Hiyori just, like, completely ignores what Kawamatsu's saying and is, like, explaining to Zoro, like, my father, Odin Kozuki, was a swordsman of the Daito two-sword style. Before he was executed, he was both my brother and, he gave both my brother and I. Yeah, before he was executed, he was both my brother and I. Welcome, Sorojuro. It's fucking
confirmed. The Kozuki clan is actually just a hive mind.
Yeah. We are Kozuki.
But she continues to explain the swords that Odin used to have, saying one of his swords each, like, was given to them. Yeah. My brother received Ame no Habakiri, which translates to, like, snake cutter, snake slayer of the heavens. And then she received Enma. But in case y'all don't know your ancient Japanese lore, Ame no Habakiri is the sword that Susanoo used to kill Orochi.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
So there's implications there.
The implications. I do want to point out also real quick. We got to point it out when it happens. We called this, bro.
Yeah.
In like one of the break week episodes we had where we talked about like the Japanese stories that Oda was like pulling references from. We talked extensively about like Susanoo killing Orochi, and we were like, dude, wouldn't it be so cool if like that sword was in Wano? And here it is.
It's there. And like the cool thing is that like when Zoro kills Orochi at this point, when Zoro kills Orochi, well, hold on now. Okay, what if Zoro doesn't kill Orochi? What if Hiyori kills Orochi?
Maybe.
She might know where the other sword's at. Cause like, okay, earlier before recording, we were talking about how like, oh, so like Momonosuke has a sword, and like we realized like we've never seen it.
Yeah. We would have seen it at some point.
And like he's a child, so like he wouldn't have like a full length sword. Shit, I don't even know if he probably does have a sword, but he wouldn't, right?
No, he had like a kendo sword. Like he was practicing when he was yelling snatch, and then oh my god, who was it? They got mad at him. She got mad at him.
Oh, it was Kiku.
Yeah, Kiku was like, why are you saying these ancient swear words? Like, stop.
Why are you yelling slurs at me? Who taught you that?
Yeah, who taught you this? And he's like, Zoro did. But yeah, no, he that's the only sword we've seen him with. He hasn't had like a real sword anywhere near like on his body or anything. So like it's still somewhere in Wano. We just don't know where it is.
It's gotta be. And so like I can see her using that to kill Orochi, but the other thing about the Orochi story that we've mentioned before is that like Susanoo basically like had 8 vats of sake, and Orochi was sipping like one head per each vat of sake, and he just like went around and just like swung all around Orochi and cut each of its heads. And I think on the 7th or the 8th one, it like caught a little bit, and then like when he finally cut it off, he was like, oh cool, a sword inside Orochi. It was like under a scale or some shit. Yeah. So like is Orochi just gonna have a really cool sword, or like is it gonna be in him?
Yeah. Oh god, I have no idea. We will see, because they're trying to get Zoro to give up Shusui for like Enma.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking like, bro, look, if he fights Orochi, even just for the arc, he can give up Shusui after. Just give him all 3. Give him fucking Enma, Ame no Habakiri, and then fucking Shusui, and like let him just destroy Orochi with all 3 of those swords.
Give us a peek at the 4-sword or 5-sword style.
Exactly.
Let us see.
Wait, 8 heads, 9 sword style Asura mode.
There we go. Oh my god, I miss Asura mode. Oda,
yeah, I hope we see.
What are you doing?
Yeah, Oda, come on, you can't give us something so fucking cool and then be like, yeah, no, just forget about it. But so Hiyori continues about the swords. As we're nutting over them, she's also like calmly nutting over them. She's flexing their status, and she's like, both are well-known blades forged by well-known smiths, swords of venerable pedigree indeed. And it's like, okay, are they Kitetsu blades, or like
they're purposely not telling us? He is.
Yeah, because if they're forged by well-known blacksmiths, like I think we'll probably learn about them at some point later.
Yeah.
Whenever we learn about Kitetsu, I feel like we gotta at least get some kind of like explanation to Kitetsu.
Of course, but I think given that it's like popular, like well-known smiths, they have to at least be like Owaza, same as like Shisui.
Yeah. At the very least, they're Owazamono, which cool. Hell yeah.
I mean, I want him to level up though, but
Yeah, I want him to have one of the 12 like best blades. I saw a theory earlier this week because someone was saying like, oh, he's not gonna give up all of his swords. Like he has to keep Wado Ichimonji. And then somebody was saying like, what if Zoro like by the end of the story like Zoro's gonna keep Wado Ichimonji for Kuina, like to prove that he can be the best or whatever, like do it for her. So what if Wado Ichimonji like by the end of the whole thing becomes a black blade either soon or like, you know, sometime in the future, but like what if Wado Ichimonji becomes like the 13th world renowned blade?
I mean, it'd be nuts. I could see that happening.
Yeah.
Like, especially since he's like prophesized, quote unquote, to like kill Kaido given this.
Yeah.
So bathed in Kaido's blood, it might turn to a black blade.
Yeah, God, that'd be crazy. Kawamatsu though is not as enthusiastic as we are.
Not at all.
This line right here, he's like, Princess, you can't. To allow this absolute vagabond of a nobody to wield Lord Odin's blade would be unthinkable. He just starts like yelling at Zoro like, I do not know how like the blade of the sword god Ryuma ended up in your hands. But to the people of this country, that sword is revered as a relic. So much so that when it was stolen, the country itself fell into a deep sadness. And Zoro's not listening, and all he is thinking is, I think Moria like stole it. He's like, yeah, like it barely hits him now. Like, shit, I think Moria might have stolen it.
Like, finally, his brain cells collided and formed a single thought. But he doesn't even vocalize this because they're treating him like the criminal that did it. And he's just like, I don't think it was me, but okay.
Yeah. Oh, man. Hiyori is stern as ever, though. She's like, please return the treasure to Wano. And Zoro hits her with the, like, all right, if you'll give me a replacement, I mean, I guess. Even though it was once he was already dead, Ryuma is a warrior with whom I've at least fought. I get it. I'll give the sword back, but at least let me go visit his grave once afterwards. And Kawamatsu's like, what in the heck is he talking about? We cannot trust him.
He fought our god?
Like, oh my god. The little finger point at Zoro is like my favorite.
I mean, like, do you blame Kawamatsu? Like, come on.
Not at all. Like,
this random bum comes into your fucking town and he's like, oh, hey, I fought your god.
Sees the statue of Ryuma. Yeah, I fought him.
Yeah. Cool.
I beat him. It's like, no, shut up.
Damn. The next scene, straight to the flower capital. The samurai imprisoned in Rasetsu town have yet to be freed, which is like, oh shit.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Still.
We kind of need them.
Yeah.
But they're itching to get out. They're keeping their head on a swivel. But
this page is metal.
Like, apropos of nothing, we just switched to deeper into the complex, and Law has his sword drawn over fucking Hawkins. Hawkins cut in half, which is like, given that it's Law, it's not crazy. But
yeah.
Hawkins is bloodied the fuck up. What happened?
He could be put back together, but like, it's just, dude, Law beat the shit out of him. And Law's bleeding too, but he asks him, he's like, what the hell happened to your alliance? The one you, Kid, and Apoo had formed. And dude, Hawkins hits us with some real shit. He says, we'd been tricked. Scratchman Apoo was already under Kaido's umbrella. That monster spoke thus. And he says, if you wish, it shows Kaido when he landed on that ship to, all the way back right after Dressrosa when they met on that ship for their alliance. And Kaido just says, if you wish to join me, I will welcome you with open arms. It's like he's always on the lookout for strong subordinates to create the strongest army ever, of course. At the time, our chance of victory was 0. Chance of successfully escaping, 0. Chance of surviving if we just submitted, 40%. There was only one real choice.
And it's like, Hawkins, come on. Why you gotta be like that?
Yeah, yeah. Like, look, I'll give it to him that he was just doing, like, this panel for sure shows that, like, he of course he didn't want to join Kaido, but it's like, all right, if I join Kaido, it'll at least give me some time to survive. So that's, like, what I need. That's the choice I need to make. But, like, dude,
yeah, he was a little too gung-ho about his actions as a beast pirate.
Yeah, for sure.
So I don't absolve him completely. But he continues and he says, but Kid and Killer refused. They stood against him and fought until they couldn't move. Kaido isn't the type to kill people like that. He finds a way to break their spirits and forces them to serve him, which we've seen.
Yeah, we saw firsthand when he one-shot Luffy, and instead of One Piece ending right there, he was like, yeah, no, like, we'll break his spirit.
I mean, there was that, and also what happened to Killer.
Yeah, that's true. And he even goes on to explain he kind of explains what happens to Killer in a not so direct way. He says, I do not believe Kid will ever submit, which means he'll die. His crew members are most likely being told, do this and that, or will think about freeing your captain. In other words, Orochi is using them as he sees fit. The Yonko are different creatures than you or I. Logic does not apply. And it's like, shit, like, Orochi might have told him, like, if you eat this shit, like if you basically hunt down these people and eat this shit for me, like, I'll release your captain. And that's why Killer was running around as, like, you know, the hired assassin for Orochi, because, like, he was just doing it to save Kid, which is like, fuck, dude.
It's so fucked. We always knew, especially since, like, Whole Cake, we knew that the Yonko are fucked, but this just paints a whole different cruel picture.
Yeah, Kaido is a whole nother level of cruel. Like, but oh god, Hawkins and Law continue their conversation. Hawkins makes a reference to Law's alliance, and he says, seems your alliance with Straw Hat is doing well though. Made it all the way to Wano without any problems, right? But what now? Had a change of heart, have we? And it's like, what are you referring to? And then we just get like a onomatopoeia for, I assume, like cutting or something, or like an attack.
Like Zaku, which that's a crunchy kind of sound.
Oh shit. He says, I don't have to answer your questions. And he clangs open the door, and we see a silhouette of a boot and like a cape. And he says, if letting me escape is your plan, then I'll happily join in. And we don't see who it is.
But we know.
But I think it's X Drake.
No. We know it's X Drake.
Yeah. Because the entire time, like, we've seen X Drake, we haven't seen the kind of, like, how would you put it, like, hot-blooded, like, veracity that which, like, Hawkins was executing beast pirate plans. Like, we saw him kind of going after people, but every time you saw X Drake, like, speaking to Hawkins or anybody, it just didn't feel like he was as gung-ho about this as Hawkins was. You know, like, when they're chasing down Sanji and them in, like, the bathhouse, like, I mean, it was played for a gag, but, like, also Drake was just kind of like, I mean, he even said it when they captured Law. He says, why are you acting so strange?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, like, what is he planning?
He has something above, like, do you think it has something to do with, like, oh, Law, you're the reason my dad died, thanks, kind of thing? Or does he have some, like, master plan related to Kaido?
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't believe that it, I don't know. I don't think it has anything to do with his dad. I assume he's pretty much over it, because there's been some, there was some kind of acknowledgement of it, I think, post time skip. Like, there was some mention of it. I think it was during the flashback of Law and Corazon. They cut to Drake, and they're like, oh, like, your father, like, died in the thing, and his answer was just kind of like, oh, I don't care, or something like that. It was really, or no, it was when they introduced Kaido, like, a couple chapters before they cut to Wano. We didn't know where it was at the time.
Yeah.
And it was like that snowy place, and it showed this giant silhouette, and he was like, they mentioned something, I think it was when they saw the Straw Hats bounties in the newspaper, because they're like, oh, they defeated
Oh.
Doflamingo. Like, didn't didn't the Doflamingo pirates like kill your dad or something like that? And his answer was just like, I don't give a shit. Like, whatever.
Yeah, that sounds like pretty in character. So
I'm
he's-
interested
he's-
to see where they go with this. Like, where the heck? Like,
yeah.
we got Dino Man on our squad now?
Yo, dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Dinosaurs are sick. Fucking care what anyone says.
Dude, they're so sick. Also, like, before we leave the page, what the hell was Hawkins, like, alluding to when he was talking to Law?
I'm not sure.
Because he's like, but what now? Had a change of heart, have we? And then he's just kind of like, shut up. But, like, what does he mean by that?
I'm not sure at all. And I don't think Oda would have Law, like, betray the Straw Hats. Not at this point.
Yeah, no way. But, dude, I have no idea.
I don't know. I just, like, legitimately don't know.
Yeah, we'll get answers to it eventually. But
We'll figure it out.
in the meantime, we do cut over to the Udon prisoner's mine, and Grandpa Hyo is just like, pretend this is Kaido's skin. Like, remember your defeat. Remember how completely useless brute force was against him. There's no time to waste. Your enemy is a monster. You must learn this. And it's Luffy training to use the
Force.
Wano style of hockey. Yeah, the force hockey. Like, to use the advanced armament to because what he's trying to do, they talked about it in a chapter a while ago. Grandpa Hyo said that, like, with that kind of hockey, he'd be able to pierce through the scales of Kaido's dragon form. So that's what he's attempting to do with this giant block of steel that he's, like, punching at.
And all the other prisoners are just sitting there and it's like, oh shit, he's beating that like it's fucking jelly. What?
Yeah. And
That
this
shit's
is
spooky.
Oh, it's crazy. And what's even crazier is, okay, so at the end of all of these story beats, like, at the end of the Zoro one, or during the Zoro one, it said 7 days remain before the raid. At the end of Law and Hawkins' exchange, it says 6 days. And at the end of this one, it says 5 days remain. Like, it's just counting down so fast.
Like, everyone's just like prepping for this whole raid. It's crazy.
Yeah, God, it is insane. This is gonna be fucking wild when it pops off.
I'm scared. You were right earlier today, like earlier when you said that this is gonna be so much bigger than Marineford. There's too many players in this now.
Yeah, there's too many players for this to just be like a, like a Fishman Island level fight or something. Like, no, this is crazy.
Man, we've got Kinemon talking. He's making a call from the Curry braided hat village. So he's 100% there to see Tenguyama, but we haven't seen Tenguyama yet, right?
Yeah. Not yet. I think they show him later in this chapter, but
Oh, maybe.
yeah.
Because, like, there's no one else in Curry. Literally no one.
Yeah.
So he's on the phone, and he says, I would like you to make a small change to the picture puzzles you all have in hand. Add 2 lines to the belly of the viper. That is Lord Yasui's message. And we keep, like, switching to, like, different places all around Wano. First one being the Curry Itachi Harbor, the ship repair squad, and, like, some good dudes just like 2 lines. Okay, yeah, I see. And Frankie's flexing, saying, like, is it Kinemon? We'll fix all these ships up. Super, leave it to me. And God, I love Frankie.
Yeah, Usopp's like, we got it. And I love all the minks in the back. Like, when we cut to all these places, we see all of the Yakuza heads, like, there helping out.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, this guy's with Frankie and the minks, and they're all gonna repair the ship. I love the giraffe mink in the back. He's fucking Kaku.
Yeah, Dark Horse, it's Kaku.
Oh,
Cypher
God.
Pole.
Yeah. Man, yeah, we cut all around. We cut to Udon, the weapons recruitment squad, and Hyo is like, 2 lines, like, I see. In Ringo, where Zoro and them just were, Hiyori and Zoro, we get the sword collection squad with oh my God, I can't remember her name, but she was one of the Yakuza leaders. And then in Kibi, like the rest of the Yakuza leaders and the soldiers. He's like, oh, like, okay. All of them are looking at it. They're like, oh, like, I'd expect nothing less of your Yasue. Like, it all makes sense.
And Nami's saying what we're thinking.
Yeah,
Wow, I guess it does make sense to people from Wano. What the fuck does it mean? And here she mentions that 2 lines makes Habu, which is like viper, into like Babu. And so the way that works is like Japanese hiragana has like a set syllabary. It's not an alphabet. It's like symbols that represent syllables. So their syllabary, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Oops. The symbol for ha, you can modify it with two little lines up on the top right corner, and then it would be ba. And that works for a lot of different syllables, but that's what she's referring to right now. And Kinemon just like looks and is like, nah, that's not it. It's quite difficult to understand unless one knows the names of the harbors in Wano, which just, that confused me straight away.
Yeah, when he said that, I was like, oh, like, okay. But he explains it, and it makes sense once he explains it. Once a Wano native explains it.
He goes on saying the viper in the original picture signified Habu Harbor. And we get like a little graphic of all the harbors around Wano, all their names and everything. And there's the one specifically in harbor, the Habu Harbor was down towards the south. So he says that the 2 new lines modifies it. And so every harbor in Wano sounds like the name of an animal. And adding those 2 little lines to the viper makes it look like legs. Therefore, the viper turns into kind of like a long lizard. And there's also a harbor in Wano called Tokage, the Lizard Harbor. So that kind of galaxy brain shit is what Yasuye was up to.
I was about to say fucking 1000 IQ, dude.
4D chess kind of shit.
Yeah. They all of them are just talking about it. Like, Lord Yasuye considered all the options available to him and made a game time decision. And God, all of them have a little moment crying over it.
Yeah, it's like, still rough to them.
Yeah, Robin says like, oh, like truly an amazing person, that Yasuye. And if you look, she's like holding Toko, who I assume is either still like cried herself to sleep or just there, like, you know.
Yeah, depressed, like, the poor thing. Dude.
Yeah, but they say, till the very end we've relied on the help of and mercy of our saviors. If we're unable to repay them, it will be an unforgivable shame. And then they all recall what Yasuye told them in the flashback, like the chapter he died. He's like, you are all the guardian deities of Wano. And we get a full ass page spread of like most of the 9 red scabbards. I think like 7 of them are here.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah, 7 of them are there.
Yeah, because we're missing Nekomamushi, and then we still have not seen Denjiro.
Oh, Nekomamushi was out to get Marco, right?
Yeah, he met up with Marco, and then Marco is like, yo, I can't go to Wano because I have to stay here and protect the village, but I need you to give a message to Luffy. And it's like, what the heck is that? Like, what's the message?
How would you...
The message is just psych, and then he appears.
It's just... Look in the top left corner. And Luffy's like, what? And like, look in the center. What? Look behind Zoro's ear. What? And like behind Zoro's ear, you're gay.
Yeah.
Or the classic meme, dick butt.
Yeah. Oh my god, the throwback. And Nekomamushi's like, oh, Luffy don't know, I have a message for you. And he gives him a paper, and Luffy just looks at it, dick butt.
Oh, I can't wait for that chapter to finally come.
Yeah. The Photoshop will be real.
Oh, we'll make it real, 100%.
Oh man. They're all gathered here. Tenguyama's in the back with Shinobu. And Zoro is here. And Momonosuke is here. But I don't see Lady Hiyori. And I really wanted to see Hiyori and Momonosuke's meeting.
Yo, where the fuck is she?
Yeah, I don't know. Kawamatsu's here, but she's not here. I think, well, so she's probably going to get the sword. But remember, she was with what's-his-face for the rest of the time. So, like...
Kyoshiro.
Yeah, I'm assuming that Kyoshiro knows where the sword is. So if she brought anybody to be, like, her guard, like, they would fucking know.
Right.
I've assumed that's what's going on.
No. I see what you're saying. Like, real quick, I was, like, worried that maybe Kyoshiro has the sword. But looking at it, his sword design is completely different from the other... the two swords in question. So
yeah. Oh god, this is they're all here, and
the gang's all here.
Yeah, the gang's all here, and they're like, oh, we're like, there's still several problems that remain. He's like, oh, we're bolstering our ranks at a truly ideal rate. We have not managed to gather any information on Denjiro, but we have managed to gather 7 of Lord Odin's retainers. And Sanji is just like, wow, like, I can't believe we actually, like, it's not a dream. Like, we can actually get 5,000 soldiers.
I mean, with the turn of events, that it was turn of event upon turn of event. So
yeah,
it was buck wild. And someone, it was Ashura mentions, but we're wasting time here. Kinemon agrees, says, yes, you're right. Let's begin our strategy conference.
Ooh. So
it's fucking happening.
Here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna cola buster into the sky and dive.
Fucking Kude burst straight into the fucking mouth.
Bum bum ba bum bum. The Ride of the Valkyrie, or the
dude, Grand Fleet Kude burst.
Oh my god. The chapter's like almost near the end, so I think we have some time to squeeze this in. Dude, do you think the Grand Fleet, when they formed, they were like, oh, they were gonna do something that was gonna like change the fucking world, like, or they did something that was gonna like cause a big disruption in the world, but the narrator was like, but that's a story for another time. Like, do you think that's Endgame, or do you think that could be like Wano?
I mean, I'll give you my answer once we're done with the chapter.
Okay, yeah.
Because that's it's relevant to my answer.
Yes.
So we switch over, and the narration style changes to just some like omniscient third kind of thing, saying, now to change scenery rather suddenly. In truth, there are 2 ways to get into Wano. One is to take the all or nothing gamble and hope the koi can pull you up the waterfall. The other is to split the waterfall, and pass through an long underground cavern. And here we see like some pirate ship going through and doing exactly that. The narrator continues, of course, without Kaido and Orochi's permission, you'll never make it to the end. At the end of the cavern is Mogura Harbor. Mogura meaning mole, which would make sense why it's underground. Yeah. From there, crew members and cargo can be lifted up by gondola to the surface of Wano. And here we get some fucking diagram of how Wano looks, and it's like, what?
Yeah, like, it's not only is it isolationist, like, by government, but also by like land mass, because it's like literally a giant mountain with just fucking walls like surrounding it that make natural waterfalls. It's like, bro, what the fuck? And like Wano is like at the very top of the whole thing, like super high altitude, probably. Like, this is crazy.
It's like if you took Lake Superior in the States and just like city skylines, like built that shit up and just had that like go like straight up, just emboss it and have it go straight up and have waterfalls coming down from it. That's what, and like put a little island in it. Well, there's islands in the middle of Lake Superior. That's what Wano is. It's crazy.
Wano is Lake Superior.
Basically.
Wano's just it's just Japanese Lake Superior.
Well, Japan does have great lakes. They're just like not as great, I think. Like kind of near where I live. Okay. I went there pretty recently, and I think I'm going to go this weekend as well.
Oh shit, so you've been to Wano?
Yeah, I've been to Wano, actually. There's Lake Suwa where I live. It's allegedly the I don't believe this so much. It's the inspiration for the lake in Kimi no Nawa, Your Name. So, it's 24th in lake water surface area. What
Holy
the
shit.
fuck? Damn, it's a big ass lake too. Like, you can barely see the other side of the lake.
And that's 24th?
I know, right? Hold on. List of lakes in Japan by area. No, that's smallest. Lake Biwa in the Kansai region. Shiga Prefect. Oh, shit's huge. Jesus shit. It's like the size of Tokyo fucking Prefecture.
Jesus Christ.
God damn. That's where Wano is. Confirmed. I'm going next weekend.
Confirmed. You found Wano.
I found Wano. Huh.
Oh, goodness. This is fucking insane. Yeah, so the elevator, like, you know, they take the gondola to the surface, and it emerges in Hakumai region, which is like the bottom right region of Wano, like right underneath Ringo. And we cut to Hakumai region, and the gondola. We see, so you saw the ship enter, and then you saw people getting on the gondola, and you see them getting off, and you hear, ah, pa, 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 hello, Mr. Kaido, and I'm already mad. I'm already enraged. Yeah. He says, we've arrived in Hakumai. He's like, huh? You lot came back just for the banquet too? And he's like, of course. The Golden Kagura only happens once a year. I ain't trying to have a falling out with anyone. And it's fucking Apoo with his long ass arms. Is that racist?
I mean, categorically, probably.
Damn. Well, shit. All right, with his stupid haircut.
With his nasty ass teeth.
Yeah, his nasty ass gingivitis teeth. That's not racist. I know that. I know that for damn sure.
Oh,
Get a
shit.
goddamn water pig, fucking Scratchman Apoo, you dirty bastard.
Scratch at your fucking gums for once.
Yeah. Dentists hate him.
Oh god, fucking. Where's the water pick no me?
Yeah. Where's we need that like ASAP.
The fluoride no me. Model bubble gum.
Model bubble gum.
Which model did you like? I actually really liked model bubble gum.
Model bubblegum was fucking good. I think last time I went to the dentist, they gave me model like lemon, and it wasn't
really?
that bad. Yeah,
I could see that.
Citrusy.
It's fresh.
Yeah.
Welcome to Paramecia Dentist Cast.
Yeah, the only dentist cast where we talk about the real life dentist applications to One Piece characters.
I think you could have just stopped that to like the real life, the only dentist cast.
Yeah, the only dentist cast. Next week, Luffy drinking milk to cure his teeth. Fact or fiction?
Dentists hate him.
Yeah. Dentists hate this liquid.
God. Fucking back to the chapter. Kaido answers the phone and says, "Oh, you lot came back just for the banquet too." And Scratchman says, "Of course, the Golden Kagura only happens once a year." And I'm pretty sure that's like Kagura is the kanji for it means like God entertainment. And like, to be honest, I don't know what the fuck Kagura is. I've heard it before.
Yeah, there was on the Jaimini's box translation, there was a translator's note, and it said Kagura is a ceremonial art/ritual where maidens perform sacred music and dance to communicate with the gods. So I'm thinking literally the dance to go back to Your Name. I think it's literally just that from Your Name, like.
Oh yeah, actually,
where she, like, danced. Yeah,
that makes sense, especially with like all the sake that's gonna be going around.
Yeah,
that really makes sense. Okay, fuck.
Yeah, it's so they're having this fucking ritual, and Apoo is there dancing with his fucking. Well, okay, his homie is cool. He looks, he's holding up like a peace sign, and I dig it.
But there's some kids there saying like they see them.
Yeah,
some
there's
kids
also
from
some shit in the background. Like, so Apu and them are dancing, and you see these onomatopoeias of like I assume it's for like stomping sound effects.
Zushin. It's not stomping, but I can't. I don't know, to be honest.
Yeah, I just assumed it was
What
for
the
something
fuck?
like big, because you could see like slight shadows of something in the background of Apu, like moving with them. And
It's crazy, and the kids see it, and they realize, like, oh shit, what are what are those? They're the numbers of Onigashima. We gotta run before they eat us.
oh my god, yo. Marineford level war. Momonosuke comes the fuck out. Right up to fucking Kaido. Kaido looks at him and he just says, "What are those?" And Kaido just gets sucked into a black hole. Like, just, he's done. He loses.
Completely destroyed.
Yeah. Like, Kaido gets fucking Thanos snapped. Like, he just turns to dust.
Dude, he's fucking dead. Kaido's fucking dead. These kids they've got his number.
Yeah. Oh god. Yeah, no. So we get the kids talking about, they say it's the numbers from Onigashima. We gotta run before they eat us. And it's like, what the hell are they talking about? And King says, it seems the numbers have returned. And Queen is like, are they invited? They're the worst sort of drunks. I hate them. And
that's like such a like crazy thing to say after those kids freaking the fuck out.
Yeah. Like, but oh god, so we get a double page spread, and on the first half, when you scroll down, you see the kids like afraid, like fucking terrified, hiding behind like trees and shit. And holy shit, dude, just fucking giant like Oni, like ogre looking silhouettes, like these monsters.
It's some fucking shit, cause what the fuck? We've not seen this shit since like Oars Jr.
Yeah, honestly, like this is some, I mean, they have the horns, so we know that they're like, you know, they're from Onigashima, so maybe they're like true Onis, like in terms of race.
Right.
And it's like, dude, like, are we finally gonna get an answer, like, of the species that Oars or like the race that Oars and Oars Jr. are a part of? And Kaido, I assume, because they have the same horns.
We gotta, like, there have to be some answers soon. I think you could like play devil's advocate and say that like this is just kids like looking at the numbers, and you like this is their imagination or something.
Oh, true.
Like that argument could be made.
Yeah.
But the horns is such a specific thing. And like, you know, like look at like Scratchman Apoo, he doesn't have like anything remotely like horns. So there's no reason they should really like imagine or like imprint that image onto like Apoo.
Yeah, this is fucking crazy. I don't know what these things are, but this is ridiculous. I'm super interested now. Like these little gremlins, not so little gremlins. They look fucking, the silhouettes look cool, but like I want to know what their deal is.
God, let's finish off before we keep talking.
Yeah.
Because this next part too is fucky.
Yeah, we're gonna need some discussion after this part.
So Kaido keeps talking completely regarding the news of the numbers and says the night of the fire festival will have a splendid banquet. And Big Mom's right next to him saying, yes, it's the anniversary. And it's been pointed out, this is the same word used in Japanese for like a wedding anniversary, for example. So there might be some meaning to that, but the word is also used for situations like, oh, it's the anniversary of like an event or something. Okay. So it could go either way, but it being Big Mom, it's kind of like people are thinking like it's her wedding anniversary with Kaido. So that's a prominent theory.
Yeah.
Oh man. God.
And
Queen doesn't like this.
Queen is our self-insert right now. He's like, the heck is this? How did y'all go from from being at each other's throats to being best buds. Like,
And Kaido was just like, hey, listen, shut up, listen. And Chris was like, what?
yeah, what do you want?
We of the 100 Beast Pirates and the Big Mom Pirates hereby enter into a pirate alliance.
Dude, what?
We'll cooperate and take over the world. We can always kill each other after. And even, like, the island of Onigashima itself is surprised and just like, what?
Yeah. Oh my god. We're on break next week and it says an axis of evil and it's like, yeah. Yeah.
You don't fucking say.
Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, oh my god, this has so many fucking implications because, okay, the fucking Yonko, Garp, all the way fucking back after Ine's lobby, when he introduced the Yonko, and even I think during the Reverie and shit, like, a lot of Marines have said throughout the story that, like, the 4 Yonkos' existence is, like, because they don't like each other and they don't team up with each other, like, it keeps the balance.
Yeah.
Like, there's a delicate balance between all 4 of the Yonko staying by themselves in their own territories and the Marines. And all I can think of is that them teaming up again, like now, is like, okay, like, Marines are going to get involved now if news of this gets to the outside world. I mean, Akainu was already about to send Kizaru there. He was like, because Kizaru was like, yo, like, should I go? And they're like, just wait. But, I mean, if Vegapunk somehow ends up in Wano as well, like, they're not going to send him unguarded. Like, I'm sure that fucking Kizaru and maybe Green Bull and Fujitora are going to be there.
Yeah, like, Smoker himself, by himself, is not going to cut it when it's Vegapunk. Like, not to, like, shit on Smoker, but, like, he's just too important of an asset.
Yeah. This is, dude, the balance is thrown out of whack.
I don't, it's melting my brain.
Yeah.
Like, I'm scared.
Fuck. Yeah. I need Jinbei. I need Jinbei back right now.
And, like, this is why I was saying, like, let's wait till the end of this for my answer. And, like, considering that there's the Big Mom and the 100 Beasts Pirate Alliance, the chance of there being, like someone might have, like, rung up the rest of the Grand Fleet, the Straw Hat Grand Fleet, and said, like, yo, we might need some help.
Yeah.
Because, like, they needed 5,000 people. I feel like if we could, like, do the math, we could probably figure out. Because, like, we needed 5,000. There's, like, 100-something people in Rasetsu. How many thousands of people were in Udon? Because, like, dude, if there were, like, 1,000 people missing, you know who has, like, 1,000 people? Like, it might just fucking be the Grand Fleet.
Yeah, in total, I have it here on the wiki for the Straw Hat Grand Fleet. In total, there are at least 5,640 members from all 7 crews of the Pirate Alliance. That's not including the Straw Hats themselves.
Right.
So it's like, bro.
If Orlumbus himself didn't come, like, if it was everyone but Orlumbus, that'd be, like, still 1,000 people.
Yeah.
And in that way, I could 100% see it being much scarier than Marineford, because that way there's so many fucking players in this.
Yeah, oh my god, if the Straw Hat Grand Fleet makes their fucking appearance again,
like, I'm scared.
Yeah, I'm fucking
I don't know
scared.
what to say.
And we could get some fucking, like, oh my god, we have the new giant pirates under Harudin, so, like Big Mom would have to go up against fucking giants. Like,
oh, fuck.
And that would be a fucking sore spot for her for sure.
So, like, hear me out. The amount of conquering kings that would happen in this fight alone would be insane. Because we got Luffy, we've got Kid, Big Mom, assuming Katakuri came. Like, there shouldn't be a reason why he didn't.
Yeah, I don't know where Katakuri is. Like, People are saying he's still on Whole Cake Island, like watching over it, but like
I could buy that.
Yeah.
If the Grand Fleet shows up, I'm still like kind of like 50. I want it to happen, but I don't know if it would. Don Chinzhao, and
yeah, I mean, because they're in Reverie, so like,
oh shit, they are.
Because Don Sai and Don Chinzhao are at Don Sai is at the Reverie for sure because he's with the Kano Kuni leader.
True.
And then all what's his face, Leo from Dressrosa, the Tontada, he's there. There's like a couple of people from the Grand Fleet that are at Reverie right now.
Oh geez, yeah, that might like snuff that theory out. But dude, fucking.
But yeah, this is like,
you know who could come with Vegapunk, bust them out of retirement real quick?
Oh shit,
Sengoku,
dude. Oh man, can you imagine seeing a fucking golden Buddha go up against one of these numbers or something? Like,
dude, that's insane. Another thing that's like going around is like, where do the numbers fit in this hierarchy? That's a big question that people are going around.
Yeah,
and honestly, I think they're exactly under Jack, King, and Queen. Because, like, you know, it's the whole scheme of, like, a playing card set.
Yeah.
So there's true. Jack, King, Queen, and then there's the numbers. Who's ace is my question.
He fucking died. Thank you very much.
Damn. Well, that'll do it for
reminder.
Us. That'll do it for us this week. We'll be back next week with something or another, provided that Hurricane Dorian doesn't destroy the entire panhandle of Florida. Probably not, but you know, knock on wood. Everyone listening to this right now, knock on wood.
Yeah, knock on wood.
Check us out on our social media. We are at Paramecia Cast on Twitter, Paramecia Fancast everywhere else. We have a Discord which we link to pretty regularly, and our episodes will be up on Libsyn first, and then it'll go straight out to all your podcatchers: Google Play, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, iHeartRadio. I only use one, so sue me. Fuck.
Yeah, everything.
Everything.
It's out everywhere.
All of them. We fixed it, so they're everywhere. Fuck. The crack theory ace was in the 100 Beast Pirates.
Yeah.
Oh god, hit me with your
I got it.
So in chapter 954 of One Piece, merely 46 away from 1000, we get the introduction to the numbers. And now Francis pointed out that the structure seems to be the ace, Kaido, the Jack, King, and Queen, and then the numbers. But there's one more card in the set, the Joker. Who's the Joker?
Fuck.
Well, let me tell you, buddy. We've already seen him. His trailer came out 2 days ago. It's Joaquin Phoenix, baby. He's back. He's coming to Wano.
I hate this.